Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Today is Monday, December 15th. We are going to be checking out today's best Fanduel picks for today. We got a five-gamer today. Definitely excited to dive into it. Some really good games out there as well. So as normal, if you guys are excited as well and you enjoy the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button as well for more NBA Fanduel, DraftKings, and Prize Picks lineup advice videos for you guys. If you guys are interested in our premium pass, it's only $6 for a day pass, includes two lineups, and also for a monthly pass, it's only $30 per month. If you guys want to get in on premium, our Twitter will be down there in the comment section below. Click that link, take you right to our Twitter, give us a follow, then we'll get you guys all set up. If you guys are interested in that. If you guys just have questions, we'll answer those as well. We also have our email down there if you guys want to get set up that way. If you don't have Twitter, we'll get you guys all set up. All right, so we have a nice five-gamer today, and then we got the championship game tomorrow. So we got one game tomorrow. I may or may not do a video on the one gamer. We'll have to see. The more likes this video gets, then I'll definitely, do a video tomorrow. All right, Detroit Pistons and Boston Celtics. Our first one. We have a 229.5 and 1/2 spread here by Boston. So the only really injury news on the slate is going to be Peyton Pritchard. He was late injury add here this morning, so I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play here if they give him a little bit of a rest. If they do, then guys like Simons and Derek White are going to be the main guys to look at here. Let's go look at the Detroit defense. And as you see, they're not too bad. They do struggle a little bit against the shooting guard position, 3.4 three-pointers made per game. So that's why Simons is in a half-decent spot. Derek White's in a half-decent spot because Pritchard's gone, gives him a little bit more assist, 7.3 given up. So I don't like a ton from this game, but also it's a 229.5. So guys like Kada could be a GPP play, 53.5% field goal percentage given up for Detroit, 12.5 rebounds. Is Kada a really good option? No, not really. But if you're trying to be a little different tonight, Kada's going to be the way to go. He could have that, good breakout game for you. He didn't face Detroit last time out, but he's worth a look in some GPPs. Hauser, but he doesn't have a lot of upside. You're going to get 21 from the guy. Jaylen Brown's absolutely popping off. I think he'll be lower owned here. He is getting up there. He's almost $10,000 last time versus Detroit, though. He did have 59.5, so that's definitely encouraging. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to spend up for him, Brown's in play. If Pritchard's out, it makes even more sense, especially with Derek White. Simons could be that slight trap, kind of like Clarkson the other day. He could either pop off or suck really bad, and somebody else goes off. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if this dude, if Pritchard's out, Baylor starts. They like to start this guy once in a while for some weird reason. But if he starts, shoot, I'll put him in a GPP. I don't think they'll start him, but if they do, then why not? He's 3,700. Oh, Simons, this is all over. Like I said, same thing. Clarkson. He's either going to win you a GPP or he's going to just bust. Last time against Detroit, though, the positive thing for Simons is he only played 11 minutes, but he had 14.2 fantasy points. So that's about 1.2, 1.3 fantasy points per minute for a $4,200 player. So that's one thing you gotta consider there. So, and then on the Detroit side, I really don't have a lot going on. I mean, I think Cade Cunningham's going to be the main dude you're going to look for, but for the most part, these guys are really priced where they should be. Boston isn't that bad of a defense. Only part they really struggle is the power forward position, which is Tobias Harris. I don't know really how much upside he has. GPPs only, I could see maybe Rollin Holland having an okay game, maybe 23, 24 at a max. But, I mean, that's just if you're really stretching it. I mean, he had 14 last time against Boston in 14 minutes. But I'm not really on Jalen Durant. Ozor Thompson's way overpriced for playing 20 minutes a game. That's really it. So I think Cade Cunningham is really all you're looking at. I just don't really care for anybody else too much on that Detroit side. So keep an eye on Boston. Toronto and Miami. Let's go look at this one here real quick. Sorry about that. All right, we'll have to restart it real quick. Pretty sure this is a 234, 5.5 here by Miami. So not too bad. Let's go look at the Miami defense in this one. As you see, they're okay, but for the most part, they struggle against small forwards and small forwards and point guards. So, yeah, you can definitely go look at Emmanuel quickly if you want to. He is $6,900. I don't know if this is going to be a quickly game. I mean, I think he's going to be a good cash game play, but he is 6,900. I mean, if I'm going to pay that much, I'm looking for about 38 to 40 from the guy. Could he get it done? 100% he could. Miami struggles against three-pointers in the assist area, so is he worth a consideration? I think so. Am I going to have a ton of them? No, but I could see him having a good game, but he is a little expensive, especially with everybody that they got healthy over there for Toronto. Let me see. I don't mind looking at Brandon Ingram here at only 7,600. That's one spot they struggle. A small forward to give up 2.7. 3-pointers, and maybe get a 1 or 2 steals for Brandon Ingram. But I think he's another good cash game play. I think he can get you about 40, 42. He's kind of in that same spot as Quickly, right? They're both guys that could pop off, but also kind of priced where they are. Barnes is a little too expensive for me on this slate. One guy I do want to look at is Jacob Poeltl. Center, they give up 57.7 field goal and 16.5 rebounds per game, Miami does, and also 1.9 blocks. So I don't think a lot of people are going to be on Jacob Poeltl here tonight. 5,400. I think he can get you, 27 to 30. I know he's not playing massive minutes, but I could see him maybe playing 26, 27 minutes here in this one. They've had a couple days off. He hasn't played since the 9th, so we'll have to see. Not too bad. But yeah, Jacob Poeltl is definitely one of the guys I would be interested in. All right, moving on to Dallas and Utah. This one here, well, this thing's messing up a little bit, but last I looked, it was a 240 and a 1.5 spread, I think, by Utah. But by Dallas. Sorry, it's because of the Anthony Davis news. That's going to be the big one that we're going to have to maintain and look at. If he's out, that changes obviously a lot of things. If he is in, I really don't mind looking at Anthony Davis. I know he has a face issue apparently. He comes up with everything. But center position, 56.9 field goal percentage given up, 13.5 rebounds. So there's no Nurk, there's no Walker Kessler. You got Kyle Flipowski. All right. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be able to guard him. So we'll have to see here. So Davis is probably one of my top options. I hate saying that, but he's one of my top options if he plays in this one. If he doesn't play, that changes things up. Washington, Marshall definitely come into play more. I still like Cooper Flagg even if Anthony Davis plays as a cash game option. Utah struggles everywhere against point guards. 25.4 points given up. 3-pointers is massive. Assists are massive. If he plays the shooting guard, same thing. So kind of wherever Flagg is, it's a pretty good spot for him tonight at 8,000. So don't mind plugging him in there. Another guy I want to look at, this is GPP only, is Brandon Williams. Not playing massive minutes, but he does have a little bit of upside. And as I just mentioned, Utah's not good against point guard, shooting guard. So I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon Williams could go get you, 20, 25, 30 points. But the only thing, he is 5,000. So, but I don't mind him. Maybe he's a little bit cheaper on DK. Max Christie at 44. This is definitely one guy you can go look at. He is up and down a little bit, but if he starts an 80s out, I do like Max Christie. Klay Thompson is a GPP option here tonight. And as I mentioned, Marshall and Washington really depend on what's going on with Davis. Even if Davis does play, Washington could be in considerations. On the flip side here for Utah, Dallas has been struggling quite a bit against the center position. You got Kyle Flipowski. I don't know if he's going to start, but if he does, he should be really good. Nurk's out here. So last time out, he only had 18, but that's because Nurk started. So Flipowski's in a really good spot here once again. I don't mind looking at Taylor Hendricks as well in GPPs. Didn't play against Memphis, but had 30.5 fantasy points against OKC. Yes, that was a blowout, but he still had 30 fantasy points against OKC. So Hendricks comes into play. Flipowski. I'm not too high on Marketing here, but also like I said, it's gonna be it's a 240 on paper. So if you're playing tournaments, I would load up on Keontae George, Marketing. It's a 240. Right, they're expecting this game to be close here, so it's not going to be all Dallas in this one. They are going to get the popularity, but so yeah, Keontae George, Flipowski, Marketing, those guys in some GPPs, even maybe Ace Bailey. But if you're playing cash games, I wouldn't put them in there just because of the Dallas defense. But this is definitely a good one for Utah in tournaments. All right, moving on. Houston and Denver in this one. I think this is a 229. I don't have too much going on with Jamal Murray. A little expensive for me. Denver struggles quite a bit against the point guard position, and I said it last time against the Clippers, and he popped off with 44.8. So don't mind looking at Amen Thompson at 81. I think he's a little underpriced here. And then we get to the big dogs. We got Jokic and Sengun. Houston has been struggling a lot recently against the center position. So we'll have to see. Jokic is he's been really, really solid. I think this is probably one of your better spend ups. Last time versus Houston, he had 67.5 out. So Jokic, yeah, he's expensive, but he's probably your top spend up. Sengun actually really struggled last time against Denver. He only had 28 fantasy points. So I know he's been on a roll recently, but I'm gonna go Jokic here. And Amen Thompson, I think those are the two I'm really looking at, and that's mostly it. I think Tim Hardaway could be worth a look in GPPs. All right, Memphis and the Clippers is our last game. I think it was a 234 and a 4.5 here by the Clippers. James Harden is questionable, so that is obviously very, very big. Clippers do struggle really bad against a point guard position. As I told you, they give up a ton of three-pointers. Ja Morant's back. Dude shot 20 times. 20 times in 25 minutes. He's probably going to get about 27 to 28 minutes here. Ja Morant, I like him. I do. Another guy to look at here is Cam Spencer. As I mentioned, point guard, shooting guard. They're terrible against defending. So he's getting up there in price, but I still think he's going to be one of your more reliable guys here tonight. If if Harden's out, Kawhi Leonard really comes into play. Even if Harden plays, I like Leonard here. I think he has a little bit of ownership leverage. I still think he's going to be 25-30% owned, but not too bad on a slate like tonight. If James Harden does not play, like I said, this is just straight up reaching. Maybe Kobe Sanders can get you, 20 minutes off the bench, 25 minutes off the bench. They haven't really been playing him recently, but if Harden's out, I mean, last time against Memphis, Kobe Sanders had 20.4. So that's something to look at there. I don't mind going back to the well with Ivak Zubac. He did struggle last time out against Memphis, but you got to remember Zach Edey was there, and Zach Edey's not here. All you got is Jack Landell, Jaren Jackson, and Santa Almada to defend him. So don't mind going back to the well with Zubac. I expect his ownership to be kind of low here. So if you're playing tournaments, I think he can get you, 37 to 40, especially if Harden is a late injury report after lock. Then you have massive ownership leverage on Zubac, in my opinion. Jaren Jackson needs to get traded out of there. I'm not on Santa Almada tonight. Jock Landell's worth a look in some tournaments and maybe cash games. And that's mostly what we're looking at. If James Harden does play, I think he's worth a look, but I still go Kawhi Leonard in this situation. So that is mostly everything for you guys on this 5-gamer. I'm really looking forward to this one. This has I don't know, just a lot of really good pieces, a lot of spots where I don't think a lot of pros are going to go just because it's quote unquote risky. So it should be a good one. I'm really looking forward to it, and I would love to have you guys come join us for our premium. Only $6 for a day pass, $30 for a monthly pass for Fanduel or DraftKings, and obviously those prices are separate. And email will be down there in the comment section below if you guys want to get signed up, and also our Twitter will be down there as well for you guys. Once again, thanks for watching. We really do appreciate it. Hit that like button. It really does go a long ways with us. And like I said, hit that subscribe button. We have been giving out some absolute bangers in these videos if you guys have been listening to it. Zaire Williams did all right. A couple of these guys that I said that could be GPP plays was solid last night. So, make notes of it. Make your guys' own lineups with these videos, and send me the results. I would love to see it. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for watching. Leave a like, and we'll see you guys here maybe tomorrow. If not, we'll see you guys for sure on Wednesday.